Cell phones, laptops, tablets, all these electronic devices that we take for day-to-day granted has been plaguing our lives since the majority of us have been born. We have grown to used to these as our day in and day out nature. But I'm here to tell you that it's actually been informed lately that we actually have an ability called technology addiction. And the addiction we've been getting to this has been slowly and utterly been taking over our lives. According to many doctors at the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, technology addiction has been a growing concern among many millennials, especially in the United States, China, and Japan, and most other places access to this current technology. This technology has grown. We became so accustomed to how we use it, how everything's affected, and how we perceive it in our day-to-day lives. We use it from everything from just making normal phone calls to texting to writing papers to hell, even how I'm doing my speech right now. This has become a very problematic and also a very valid resource to us, the people. It's been very problematic on three stances. One, that the fact of the matter is that we've become too accustomed to it. Two, that a lot of us rely on it. And three, most people can't even go a day without it. On the other hand, though, this has actually become a very valid resource to the people. One, that we have gotten access to great technology, and the fact that we have information at our fingertips. The second reason is because it's no longer easy to propaganda the people and actually prescribe them. There's other ways of getting resources and information now without actually being controlled and relying on one or two ways of getting information. And last but not least, the third one is just the convenience. The convenience has definitely been a double-edged sword for the majority of people. Majority of us look at our cell phones and it's another thing I take with us. But the reality is that our cell phones have been plaguing our lives since day one. Most of us can't even get off them for 5 minutes, or hell, even Facebook has, excuse my language, but Facebook has been taking over. The fact that social media has given people sort of like an endorphin high while they're on there posting and getting their likes, and also their dislikes and their comments and their replies has been an utter distraction from majority of people. And the fact has been actually people have grown dependent on this kind of interaction. Majority of people, you now walk into a room and no one's conversating anymore. Majority of people now are on their phones, their heads down, and everything. I can't tell you a countless amount of times I've walked into a room and actually had to tell people, "Hey, wow, I'm so glad we have this amazing technology," where the fact that no one is talking to each other. They're all their heads deep into their phone, into their phones. By the same kind of but by the same sense, it's also giving us the ability to communicate with our loved ones far away and at the fingertips. Just think about it. Less than 50 years ago, our best kind of technology to contact each other was through a phone that was plugged through a wall. And we go 50 years back from that, the best thing we had was the proctor and freaking just hitting a button just to try to communicate. And then even if you go farther, the best thing you had was letters, which take months to get just across state. Now we can do it at the fingertips and just contact someone within seconds across the world. Have video calls, have Skype calls, have any kind of calls with each other, and do business across the world, where it used to take months and years, and you would have to wait for replies, and it would be more of a hassle, and it would eat up a lot of time. But technology has grown into our lives, and it's here to stay. So it's our responsibility as people to realize when we're addicted, and realize when we need to say no and put our electronics down. Without that, I'm afraid our society is going to be lost. And if it comes to the day where we have an utter blackout, we're not going to live. So, I'm Sergeant Eugene Quillo, and I'm here to tell you that technology addiction is real, and we have to be aware.